can see your sunshine dripping out your sleeves onto my lifeline. Oh, good. Oh, you didn't mean to leave a trail for me, but you didn't know whatever it is. It's alright with me. If it's alright with you, then I could be whatever it is that you need me to, my love, 'cause you're golden.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Game Grind TV. You are tuned in with your boy, the one and only Mr. Ethan, aka PadawanDonWon. Welcome to Game Grind TV, where we play some of the dopest games and we vibe. Just chill. So, come on. Come in. Vibe with your boy. Starting straight, so.
It's alright with me. If it's alright with you, then I could be whatever it is that you need me to, my love, 'cause you're golden. Cause you're golden. Golden boy. It's okay if you want. Cause you're golden.
What is going on, everybody? Do I want to get some music on here? Trying to figure out if I should. I always end up changing the size of my screen because I feel like it just cuts in too much to the game. All right, there we go.
We're here to be heard. Defeat.
Bro, they just dropped me into a game, and I literally just got here.
Play of the game.
That's what
My will.
I need that max speed. That was kind of disrespectful. That was kind of disrespectful, man. I'm not gonna lie.
be right behind you. Hello there. ازيك؟ Hello. Good kitty. أهلاً. Good kitty. أهلاً.
Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
We're here to be heard. This beat will heal you up.
Mission readiness protocol engaged. I'm good to go.
Push your limits. Nothing breaks that I cannot mend.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
That's easier than wait.
Bionic healing ready for use.
Gotta go quick. Oh, keep healing. Next try.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you. Checking in.
Help me.
Let me take a look. Help me.
Targeting hostile.
You call? Advancing upward. Big stanger line. This will just take a moment.
Enemy in sight.
Who needs healing?
Here's the hand. Let me tend to that. technology is truly extraordinary.
Heroes never die.
Life protector.
Checking in. What happened to you?
Yahi karam vastavika hai. Replicating Reaper. Yahi karam vastavika hai.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
I must return to my post. Right by you.
Enemy in sight.
My ultimate is ready to be unleashed.
Hit him hard.
Securing the objective. Mobilize.
Surrender to my will.
Meteor strike. Meteor strike.
Making a full recovery. I'm Dinah Zeiter.
Lucio coming at you.
Misery made manifest.
I'm here for healing.
I've had the objective.
Improving your
30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds remaining.
healthy body will be
10 seconds remaining.
Get the message. I could use a hand.
Heals coming up.
Defeat. Play of the game.
Creighton is for those called to healthcare. Join the medicine, nursing, OT, PT, pharmacy, or physician assistant program on our Phoenix campus and learn to make a difference. Learn more at creighton.edu/Phoenix.
be heard.
Welcome to reality.
We're here to be heard.
I've got you in my sights.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
Moira by your side.
You call it?
Bionic healing ready for use. Tactical visor activated.
I'd better be more careful.
Your end is within my reach.
Medical technology is truly extraordinary. Our work is not done. I'm Dinah Dyke.
60 seconds remaining.
You cannot escape me.
There are no sides out here.
Taste of poison.
Don't look good at all.
I've got you in my sights.
My skills are still needed.
10 seconds remaining.
The payload won't progress like this.
Barrier is splintering. Barrier has been overwhelmed.
Heroes never die.
Play of the game.
I was afraid of this. No sector is attacking.
World map initiated. I will report.
let's get into it. 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 Excuse me, I'm sorry, guys. Bro, please do not tell me it's about to start doing this. Bro, please do not tell me it's about to start doing this. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. That is disgusting. Hold on one second, guys.
All right, the Retros, the Overdogs, and finally, the Mighty. Watch closely, folks. They're ready.
Oh, my freaking keyboard just died.
Welcome to the fast world of quick cash. The first team to hit the targeted total claims victory.
Scotty's called it. Time to see who has the speed and the strategy.
Team wipe calamity for the mighty.
They've been outfoxed and outflexed.
Smoke alert! Smoke out! The overdogs are looking for a tasty snack. They've started our first cash out.
The overdogs have ditched the leash with a tenacious turnaround.
Creating a smoke screen. Motion sensors up. Placing a motion sensor. Motion sensor active. Using gas grenade. It's in. The overdogs make a bold statement with the first cash out of the match. Respawn alert. The retros are back in action. Smoke grenade out. Motion sensors off.
Okay, there's a new event coming up in the round for our contestants.
Outgoing gas grenade!
Being struck by lightning is so old school. Here in our arena, contestants that fail to keep moving will be struck from above by a laser beam.
Break cloud out! Cash out underway, thanks to the retros. Placing a motion sensor.
We've reached the end of this game show event.
The retros are out on top.
Stop freaking playing, bro.
The overdogs are back. Ah, I love the smell of a fresh vault in the arena. Watch out! Up there! Go in here! Vault 3 is being unlocked by the retros. Going for the poison! Looking for movement! In here! Come on! The retros have outpaced the competition so far. A bit of virtual catastrophe for the overdogs. Team wiped.
Scotty, I bet there'll be some bowed heads and tucked tails on that team.
A long-awaited return to the arena for the overdogs. The overdogs have established a lead. The retros have commenced a cash out. Toxic gas sent. The retros have been rattled. Team white.
They looked a bit outdated out there.
The overdogs are ahead of the field. Fantastic steal by the mighty.
But will there be consequences?
Smoked out. Things are heating up as we pass the halfway point of this match. It's the overdogs out in front. The retros are literally doing the hustle as they steal a cash out.
Can you believe it?
Throwing fire.
Bro. Pointless, bro. Our team did nothing, bro. Stuff like that is annoying, bro. I was grinding. I was hustling.
The Vogues are setting the pace. Halftime. Don't touch that dial. Things can change pretty quickly around here. The socialites are back. Team respawned. The overdogs are dropping into Vault 3. Running away with it, it's the Vogues. The socialites will need to try again. Team wiped.
This is one time they won't want to be the talk of the town.
The socialites are re-entering the arena. The socialites.
Oh my god, bro, that did not just happen, bro. Stop.
Socialites have a cash out in the works. The socialites are stepping into the limelight now with the lead. C4 ready. Taking a step ahead of the rest. Throwing smoke! Smoke grenade out. Smoke. Detect deter, defend. Toxic gas set. From the mine. A team-wide mishap for the socialites.
Time to trade those party shoes for combat boots.
Respawn alert. The socialites are back in action. Throwing smoke! Smoke alert! Poison onward! Deploying motion detector! Motion detection active. A timely lead for the socialites. Cash out by the overdogs. Complete team wipe for the overdogs. Motion sensor active. We've got the overdogs returning to the arena. socialites are peeling into Vault 4. Watching our 6. Using gas grenade.
The overdogs bite back with a fierce comeback.
The overdogs have commenced a cash out.
We've got some confirmed UFO sightings in the arena, and it looks like they are taking aim at our contestants.
Placing a motion sensor. The Vogues denied a cash out. Great steal. The overdogs just misappropriated a cash out. Good steal.
Great comeback by the overdogs. Nothing is stopping them at the moment.
Dogs are back. Special delivery. Smoked out. Looking for movement. Throwing smoke. A team-wide mishap for the overdogs. Our contestants will need to stay focused out there. Another minute to go. Motion sensor. RPG fired.
I'll give you that one.
30 seconds left for our contestants to change the game.
All the way back.
10 seconds left. Time's up and the curtain falls on this match. One of our teams have just paved their way to fame. Time's up and the curtain falls on this match.
Actually. What? What you need? What you need, kid? What?
the tough shells, the boundless, and finally, the retros. The arena has loaded. Buckle up. Quick cash. The team that is fastest to bank the funds claims the glory.
Right on the money, Scotty. Speed is key.
The Retros are busy unwrapping Vault 1.
Pyro mine time. Setting a mine. Shield time.
Team-wide mishap for the Retros.
They'll be in need of a comeback now.
The Retros are back. Team respawned.
Focusing on cash out B.
The Boundless are all fired up. They started our first cash out. Misfortune for the Boundless. Team wiped. Cash out confiscated by the Tough Shells. Good steal!
The Tough Shells are proving hard to crack. Amazing comeback.
Back for more action are the Boundless. They'll be looking to remind the fans of their infinite talent.
Planting a mine. Don't feel normal.
The Boundless will need to try again. Team wiped.
I guess they found their boundaries.
The Boundless have respawned. Let's see how they bounce back. What a way to open the match. The Tough Shells land the first cash out. The Boundless bound into action, unlocking Vault 2.
It's that special time of the match. I hope everyone is ready for a new event. As the sky comes alive with a meteor shower, our contestants will need to navigate the cosmic twists and turns.
That's a blow to the Boundless. Team White.
Looks like they just hit the ceiling.
Our contestants continue to play high-stakes dodgeball against the skies above, thanks to our Meteor Showers event. The Boundless are back on the scene.
We're at the end of this game show event. What a spectacle!
Deploying a surprise!
A totally tubular play as the Retros have just started a cash out.
Dome shield deployed! Go down! Enemy spotted! Down there!
It's like a team wipeout for the Tough Shells.
Tough luck. No way to soften that blow.
This mine will burn!
The Tough Shells have respawned. Let's see how they bounce back.
Special delivery! RPG en route! Arming a mine! Find the mine! Creating a safe zone! Reinforcing the area! Here's a barricade! Pop a grenade out! Using gas grenade!
The Retros just sprang into action and into the lead. Team-wide calamity for the Boundless. The Tough Shells currently have the upper hand on the leaderboard. The Boundless just made their return to the arena. The Boundless are making a move by Vault 3. Outpacing the others, it's the Retros. The second half of this match is underway. I bet there's a highlight reel play on the horizon, June.
Dome shield active! Pyro mine set! Arming a mine! Toxic gas set!
The Tough Shells pull ahead. The Boundless just jump-started a cash out. soft shells are on the march to victory. The buzzer. Fantastic performance from all involved. It's lights out in the arena, just as the spotlight swings to our winners. From all of us here at the finals, thanks for watching. Now, the Kingfish. the high notes, and finally, the jet setters. And they are off. We're playing quick cash, where the quickest team to collect the quantity that we're looking for claims the day.
Right you are, Scotty. Time to turn up the heat in this thrilling cash quest.
Vault 1 is being unlocked by the high notes.
It's official. The teams have sized each other up. We've got our first elimination of the match.
No more niceties out there.
Whoa, what the frick just happened, bro?
Good morning, Night City! Yesterday's body count lottery rounded out to a solid and sturdy 30. 10 out of Haywood, thanks to unabated gang wars. One officer down, so I guess you're all screwed, cause the
Wake the fuck up, samurai.
Orbital Air welcomes you to NCX, Night City International and Translunar. Don't wait. Leave your earthly worries, ulcers and tumors behind and take off for the stars. Taste true freedom. Be who you want to be. Pursue your heart's desire at the destination of your dreams. Because the stars are just your springboard. Orbital Air wishes you flights of fancy.
city to pick up the merch. Fucking thing's gonna blow!
Lost both my lives. Give me 1 second, guys. smash some peanut butter.
They want to kill me!
Stop fucking yelling.
They're out of their fucking minds. I didn't do anything to them. You gotta protect me.
Get out of my face.
Get what?
Got a report of someone breaking the rules. Transferring coordinates. Still in the vicinity. Keep up the search.
What do you want from me?
Stop tearing up stuff.
Someone open fire!
Maybe into that void, Night City. Sooner or later, someone's gonna hear you.
How dare you apply!
92.9 Night FM.
Shit. Make a run for it.
Easy!
Зенки выдеру! Save yourself!
So-called Dogtown since 2017 has died. The wildest circumstances surrounding his death remain unknown. Many point to his ties to organized crime. Following Hansen's untimely departure, new characters arise to Dogtown now. And already prepare for gates.
I am going to end the stream before I pass out.
New York City's beautiful, iconic Brooklyn Bridge. And the reason that it's empty right now is because the city just banned people from using it to make a living. Which means although the bridge may look very nice, some people now have no idea how they're going to provide for themselves.
The city is saying enough is enough when it comes to vendors clogging up pedestrian walkways on the Brooklyn Bridge and other city bridges.
A new city rule that went into effect at midnight banned street vendors from selling items on all city bridges.
What's going on in your mind? How are you feeling this morning?
I mean, you know, how else can I be feeling? You know, when you can't pay the bills and get stuff, you know.
Crowds grew too big earlier, which is why cops came to shut them down.
I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do.
This is the only way we get our money to feed our kids and to pay our bills.
Are you serious? So people came here and they said, go back to your country.
Go back to your country.
That's horrible.
This is not anti-immigrant. This is about legal vending in the city so that all the stakeholders can be balanced. People who live here, people who visit here.
People couldn't walk. It's a public safety issue.
So recently the city decided to controversially ban vendors from selling things on the Brooklyn Bridge. Some people are thrilled with this, but others really aren't sure what they're gonna do next because this is where they were making a living and now they're not allowed to do it anymore.
Vendors along the Brooklyn Bridge pedestrian pathway rolled their carts off early tonight as the NYPD watched to ensure no one else sold any more hoodies, keychains, or mugs.
So before we get into the ramifications of this, you've got to understand that the Brooklyn Bridge is not just a major throughway, but it's also a major tourist hotspot. It's one of the most iconic landmarks anywhere in New York City. 100,000 cars a day drive over the bridge, 4,000 pedestrians walk the bridge, and around 2,600 bikes ride across it every single day, including me on my tiny electric moped or cycle. Now, all of what you see right here, which is empty, this was where people were selling things, but now they're all gone. There's also a 24-hour police presence on the bridge right now to stop vendors from trying to set up shop again. But some of the folks who were selling things here had been doing so for over a decade, and the best thing any business can do is to put itself in a high-traffic area. And 4,000 pedestrians a day, I'd say that makes this a pretty high traffic area. And for that reason, the bridge has always been a hotspot for vendors to sell things. The views are crazy too. There's really no way you can get a shot like this of Lower Manhattan from anywhere else. But you had local vendors like artists and musicians, and you've even got a fair amount of food vendors who are still here by the exit of this ramp that leads into Manhattan, New York City. But now that they're gone, that cultural melting pot that was kind of taking place on the bridge is gone. The bridge is now different. Some people like it, some people don't. And that has a lot to do with this bridge's history. Completed in 1883, this architectural marvel has stood the test of time, connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn, and its iconic status has made it not only a cultural symbol, but also an icon of engineering excellence. The bridge took 14 years to complete and cost $15 million, which is like the same price of some of the apartments down here today. But what most people don't know is that when workers were building this bridge, they actually started suffering from a disease that was unknown at the time. Now, today we know of this disease as decompression sickness, and the reason workers working on the bridge were experiencing it is because in order to make this thing, the bridge has to go way down into the riverbed, and it's so deep that when a pressurized chamber full of workers would get down to depth and then would try to resurface, they would experience the same phenomenon, decompression sickness, which scuba divers experience if they surface too quickly. People didn't know what it was at the time. The pylons rise 272 feet above the water. Here's one of them right now. I mean, just look at how massive and impressive these things are. What a marvel, seriously. But as of last week, regulations banning vendors from operating on the bridge are in effect, and unfortunately, this is a decision that benefits some people at the expense of others. However, city officials are arguing that this is a necessary step in order to preserve this bridge's beauty and to keep it from falling apart. But to the people who are making a living on this iconic piece of history every single day, to them, this decision is definitely a bad one.
Even those with a legal license, from selling their trinkets at the base of the Brooklyn Bridge, citing safety issues due to overcrowding.
So the city claims the reason for this ban is to improve the flow of foot traffic on the bridge and to maintain the safety of pedestrians. And let's be honest, trying to navigate a sea of like little tables and stuff on a bridge that's only 16 feet wide, that can be dangerous. Not to mention you've got crowds of people stopping to look at what's for sale and other groups that are trying to get across. Definitely a dangerous situation. And proponents of this ban of vendors on the bridge say that it removed the massive human traffic jams that were present here because of all the shops.
It's not only a sanitary issue, it's a public safety issue.
And to be quite honest with you, if you look at some of the footage that's present of how this bridge used to be, you can just see that there's a sea of people just kind of doing whatever they want. It's like a carnival or something. Apparently there were people serving beverages out here, which is like essentially the middle of the river. That's absolutely crazy. And there's not a whole lot of police out here in the middle of the bridge because police need resources to deal with crime or an issue if something happens. And it's tough to get like a big vehicle or something out here and have it here all the time because there's not a lot of room to begin with. Banning vendors from the bridge, definitely a bold move, but some people say that's the only move that could have been made because without taking some sort of step to limit the amount of chaos that was taking place on this bridge, it just would have been dangerous and unsafe. But again, to the people that were making a living up here and were abiding by the law-abiding vendors, to them, this is like just an absolute loss. What are they going to do? How are they going to make a living if they can't do it here, which is what they were used to doing for so long?
This is the only way we get our money to feed our kids and to pay our bills.
Raul and Yamara Salgado legally operate half a dozen of these carts along the pathway. They claim crowds.
Now, as a bridge pedestrian, personally, I like the way the bridge is now, but you can't help but feel bad for people who just lost their entire livelihood and now don't know what to do. That's tragic. If that happened to me, I wouldn't know what to do. And when you think about how some people had been selling on this bridge for near a decade, you can totally imagine there's a mortgage payment, there's a family, there's a car payment, there's a business that required investments in inventory and equipment to make it profitable and successful. But because of these new rules, that's no longer possible. And all of that investment, all of that time and energy is worthless at this point. And even though some of what was taking place on the bridge wasn't legal, other vendors were obeying the law. They had licenses, they had permits. They weren't up here doing things that were wrong. But now they're paying the price for the actions of others, which kind of ruined it for everybody. Also, a good number of the vendors are actually former veterans, and they're allowed to sell in public places without a license. Can you imagine fighting for your country and then they give you a job and then it gets taken away because of the actions of others that ruined it for you?
15 disabled veterans are hoping to get through, filing a lawsuit arguing it's unlawfully enforceable against veterans, citing a state law enacted in 1898, granting veterans the right to choose street vending as a source of income.
We're gonna have to see what happens with the lawsuit that's been filed by the vendors. But the big question in a lot of people's minds is how much were those vendors actually making by selling things on this bridge? How much money was at stake here, and what types of jobs would people need to get if they want to replace their income? The answer to that might shock you. So according to ZipRecruiter, a street vendor in New York City makes about $33 an hour. Now this is on average. That's gonna vary based on the time of year and based on the location of that vendor. And there's a good chance that vendors on this bridge, a very popular location, could have made more than that. And although the job market for street vendors in New York City is considered as being active, it's probably pretty hard to describe it that way to the people who used to have tables and shops set up over here. And $33 an hour, that's about $266 a day, $1,330 a week, around $70,000 a year in annual income. These jobs might not have made anybody millionaires, but by US standards, they were pretty decent. But now these jobs no longer exist, and all the people who were out here now have to find another spot to go and try to do the exact same thing. And since they're going to a new location, they don't know how much inventory to buy, they don't know what the demand is gonna be like. But to many New Yorkers, the idea of having an iconic landmark like the Brooklyn Bridge, full of people selling things, basically turning it into a rowdy carnival-style tourist trap, that's not something the people who walk across this every day to commute to an office or a job think is a good thing, even though those very same tourists contribute $50 billion a year to the city's economy. And the big question now is this ban an overall win for the city or an overall loss for the city. Unfortunately, that's complicated.
The overwhelming number of New Yorkers, they want clean streets. They want an organized city.
Since the pandemic, the Brooklyn Bridge has exploded with popularity.
Well, it makes sense that the mayor, whose administration enacted this policy, is in favor of it. And he does have a good point. The bridge is very clear, it's very easy to walk. And he's right, residents do want clean streets. They do want clean bridges. Nobody wants to live in a zoo or to have to try and navigate through one when they're getting somewhere. And just as many of the vendors on the bridge appreciated working here for over 10 years, to many of the residents who now get to see it in the way it is today, with it being empty and clear of vendors, for them, this is a dream come true.
It became a hazard. It was just congested.
It was awful, and there's junk and garbage all over the place.
This woman has lived in New York her whole life and walks on the Brooklyn Bridge every day.
Those are definitely some good points. This is a charming bridge, and the experience now of being on it is actually better when you think about the history and being able to look at all of this and not really have anything distracting you from it. But how about tourists? Is the experience better for them as it is for residents, or is it worse for them now because the vendors are gone? So according to the news, tourists are perfectly happy with how things are right now. And that kind of makes sense if you traveled to New York and you wanted to visit the iconic Brooklyn Bridge. Seeing it in its natural state without a bunch of clutter is probably the best experience you could ask for. There's also lots of room to get great pictures and just take in the scenery while admiring all of the bridge's original details and history. And this is the reason people are here. And you can actually get right up close and touch some of these super old plaques that were put here when the bridge was completed. And